Every day, chat and chart live during the New York session. Here, real traders share the raw truth, their mindset, technical analysis, and execution. This is where real traders show their skill set. Welcome to Tradin TV. This is your stage to shine.
Welcome traders to a fresh week on Tradin TV. Today we are starting with another episode of Chart and Chart, and we don't just talk about trading, we are living it with our FundingPips Traders. In episode 5, we will be handing the mic to a very special bunch, and I cannot wait for you to actually hear the lineup. And I want to share one by one about their faith, about their setbacks, about their discipline, about the journey that led them to this moment to be live trading right in front of your eyes. So let's meet them. First and foremost, we have Dipo. He's a forex trader, he's a coach, and he's a digital storyteller. Dipo is known for trading gold with structure, patience, and deep faith. He had received over $50,000 in rewards from FundingPips, and he now shares powerful lessons to help confused traders find clarity and consistency. Dipo has expressed through success stories on FundingPips that he stands for discipline, emotional control, and power of compounding. So Dipo, it is amazing to have you here. And next one up is FairyTrades, who you guys may also know as Omotayo, a trader who turned pain into purpose. Omotayo started trading during COVID in 2020. And by 2022, she became consistently profitable. She relocated to the UK and she has retired her mum. She had achieved what traders dream of, to be able to provide for their loved ones. And what's her mission? Her mission is to continue building, to create the impact, and to continue the momentum of impact. So help also others to become profitable. And finally, we have Chad. And Chad also featured in our success stories. You know him as a Rishi. He's humble, he's hard-driven, and he started trading during college, I believe. And over the past 4 years, he's experienced a full-on roller coaster of wins and losses. And his motto is that he's not just a trader. He's a trader who faced ups and downs of the full journey. He had received, I believe, over 15,000 in rewards from FundingPips, and he also featured in success stories. And we wonderfully discussed everything about his journey. So today, the stage is theirs, and I hope you enjoy it. You see the real process behind our traders' eyes, what they do in front of the charts, and most of all, enjoy it. Traders, over to you. The stage is yours.
Thanks, Bodina. How are you doing today? Thank you so much. Hello, Omotayo. Hello, Chad. How are you doing? Can you hear me? Chad, it seems I can't hear you. I don't know if Omotayo can hear you.
I'm audible now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear you now. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm pretty well. Omotayo, can you hear me? Okay, while we wait for Omotayo.
Yeah, I can hear you, Dipo. How are you doing?
Share it. Yeah, I'm good, my friend. I'm good. How about you?
I can hear you, but I can't hear Chad yet. Can you hear me? I'm fine.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. All right. Chad, would you like to share your screen?
I'm good.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm gonna tell you, but what method do you trade over at your end? Omotayo,
So should I share my analysis?
yeah. What method do you trade, Chad?
Sorry.
What strategy? What's like the method you trade?
I trade ICT concepts, and I personally trade in gold, as well as Nasdaq. That's it.
That's that. Oh wow, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, and
I trade good
sometimes
also. I trade good also.
you trade gold. Like I'm actually in live trade.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you were saying something. Sometimes what?
Sorry.
I said you were saying something. Sometimes.
Sometimes I trade like GBP, JPY. Very rare. Very rare.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just do good alone. I don't trade any other pair. But that's nice. That's very nice. Omotayo, how about you?
Sorry.
No, I was talking to Omotayo.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if she can hear me. Okay, Chad, you can continue.
Yeah, fine. I'm actually bullish in gold, and I'm actually in live trade. I don't know whether I can able to share. It's in my phone. All right. So I'll just share my analysis in gold, and then I'll tell you why I took the trade and all. So
Okay.
okay. So gold is actually super bullish. Like we can able to say in 1 hour time frame, and I personally scalp uh like in any time, like in any segments that I'm about to trade. I usually scalp. Like I don't hold the trade for longer time at all. So my
Mm,
maximum
that's nice.
time frame that I use to like find the bias is 1 hour time frame. That's it. Like I won't go further. I'll go to daily time frame, weekly time frame, monthly time frame to check whether the current market price is near to a key level. For example, like if I'm switching to daily time frame and all right, if the current market is nearer to a weekly, I mean a bearish FEG or an order block, so I just mark those levels. Other than that, like my whole idea is to find the 1 hour bias. That's it. So that's how I frame the market. And also, uh, once I found the bias, I'll always look for manipulation. Like 5 minutes or 50 minutes is enough, more than enough to find the manipulation areas and then get into a trade in the discounted price. So this is how I actually trade. And yeah, so I took gold. I actually took two entries. One was actually break even, and one is currently running. Uh, I'll just show you.
That's nice. You've made money today.
I'm in live trade. Can you see?
Yeah. Yeah, that's very good. That's very good.
So yeah, so this is how I watch the market, and the entry that I took, one is I found a manipulation 1 minute time frame, and then I took the trade, but it actually consolidated for a very long time. Yeah, so this is exactly like I just marked the support level, this level. So the market displays from this level to this level, and then it consolidated for a while, and then you can able to see a strong, like the market broke this high, and again after this, you can able to see a strong down close candle. And after this candle, the market completely reversed. So I consider this as a manipulation. You can even call it a sell liquidity. So once the market broke this red candle, like which CASD, like change in state of delivery. So I just waited for a pullback and then I entered once the market touches this level, I entered and then I targeted this level and this level, depends on the momentum. So it went up and then it considered for a while. And again, the market went up from the same support level. And once I saw this down close candle, I just closed the trade. I booked a very minimal loss. And then again, what happened? Like again, the market went down. It broke this level. Again, the market went up. Again, it went down. So I just waited patiently for a key level to break. So in this case, I just waited for this level to break to get into the trade, and I entered around this level, and I kept this as my stop loss. And yeah, the trade is still running.
Oh,
So
that's nice.
in this case, I'm just trailing my stop loss.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, like I'm expecting this level to hit. If it hits, I'll just close my trade.
That's how do you go about your risks management for this kind of
Risk, like when it comes to scalping, I usually risk 1%. Sometimes I'll risk higher, like 1.5%, but I won't recommend if you're a complete beginner and all. So always go for
yeah,
lower
sure,
risk. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is how I
Yeah,
analyze the
that makes
chart,
sense.
and still it's bullish. Yeah, it actually stopped out.
Yeah, I also believe I believe completely that gold is also bullish actually.
Yeah, gold is completely
For my own
bullish.
end,
Yeah.
yeah. Although I missed my entry around 12 p.m. West African time, but I completely believe gold is bullish too because I trade only gold.
Okay.
And let me try and share my screen if
Sure.
that's possible. Yeah. Okay. Good. So well, I personally don't know much about ICT. I don't know much about fair value gap and the likes. But the way I trade is more of BTMM, beat the market maker. I don't know if you've heard about it before. Have you?
Sorry, I couldn't get you. Could you please repeat it?
Okay, I said I don't know much about ICT.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know much about fair value gap, other block and the likes.
Okay.
I do not technically know much about that, but the way I trade is more of BTMM, right? So I don't know if you've heard of BTMM before.
No,
Have you?
no, I haven't yet.
Okay, probably. How do I explain it? Okay, it's more like uh, what I do actually is I use the 50 EMA, the 50 EMA to project trending market in trending time in the market, right? So what I do more of is I try to wait for market to do a pullback down to the 50 EMA
So you
and then
usually
bounce
like
up.
you use indicator moving average, exponential moving average.
Yeah, I use it. Yeah,
Okay.
exponential moving
Okay.
average 50.
Okay.
So I try to use the exponential moving average to serve as my dynamic support or resistance.
Okay.
Right. So, and most importantly, I trade more in trending markets than the consolidating market. So, if you notice for a very long time on higher time frame, gold has been consolidating like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Okay.
I believe right now it's going to break forth.
Okay.
Right. It might beat the all-time high. So, what I do mostly is I kind of allow the market to move first, and then anytime it's does a little bit retracement back to the 50 MR,
Okay.
I then follow market up or down as the case may be.
Oh.
Right. So that's how I trade. Then I look for my entry on lower time frame,
Okay.
like 15 minutes, 30 minutes. That's more
Usually
trade.
they trade in higher
I
time frame.
personally don't know much about. Yeah, I don't know much about markets, the other block kind of thing and
See,
all.
don't
And recently,
necessarily
I just started a class on
like
what do you say?
I'm audible.
I didn't get that.
I'm audible.
Hello, can you hear me?
I'm audible. I'm audible.
Okay. I said recently, I just even paid a friend of mine to coach me on liquidity, how he sees liquidity, and his understanding about liquidity. Just to expand my knowledge of the market. But either ways, I believe every method works in the market at a particular point in time. So the most important thing is for us all to make money. Omotayo, are you there?
I think she's having network issues.
Yeah, I think so too.
Can you guys hear me?
I think so.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Welcome. We can hear you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So basically, I trade key levels,
Oh, nice.
support and resistance key levels. Basically,
Nice.
that's
Nice.
how I trade. So I like to see a rejection, a proper rejection.
What pair do you trade, Omotayo? Omotayo, can you hear me? Okay, Rishi, can you share back your screen? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's in.
Yeah, all right. Okay, if you have any question, you can actually drop it on the chat box. We would love to reply that also. So, my guy, can you hear me, Richie?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know if
can
I
hear you.
pronounced the name very well. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's good.
Hi.
All right.
So if you have any questions,
Yeah.
you can just type it in the chat box. I can answer it to the people who are watching.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm still bullish in gold. So like at least I'll expect this levels to take out, and if the momentum is too good, we might expect a very good push on the high side, or that might be retracement on the outside, a small retracement.
Yeah.
Without confirmation, we can't go for the reversal trades. We can wait for some retracements in higher time frame. Also, the bold is completely bullish. Even if you go for sell trade, you can just scalp. You can't go fully. You can't expect a complete downside on the gold. My trading model is very simple. Like just find the DOL, like drawn liquidity, and then you can enter an IRL. So it's just a two-line word, but still you need more experience to get into the trade. Always frame the bias first and then get into the trade. Before getting into the trade, find your risk and then keep perfect target and as well as stop loss, and find the D-wall, get into the trade.
All right. So someone asked, what makes you keep going even after a great number of losses? The For me personally, I believe that it's more of I've tested what's good in trading. I've tested the good side of trading, the money side of trading. Regardless of the losses, I just have to keep going. Probably when I was not profitable, when I was not making good money out of trading, when I face a lot of losses, then I always tend to remind myself that there's if I stop now, it is all loss for me, right? Then I tell myself this also that there is something at the other end of trading, which is profitability that I'm trying to go for. So, regardless of how many losses I get right now, I need to focus more on my destination than my current situation. So, I tend to focus on what profitability looks like in my head than the number of losses I'm putting through right now. So, you can also think in that perspective, it's going to help you out.
Yeah,
As well.
see, if you're making losses, it's completely on us. If I'm making losses, it's completely on me. Like because like no traders will be in huge loss because of technical analysis and all. Most traders will be
Yeah.
like they know all the technical parts, everything. They are good at technicals. whether they are following ICT concepts or indicators or retail concepts. They are actually good at technicals, but if we are making loss, it's purely based on our psychology, the greed part, and
I believe.
yeah, so the greed part, and also
I
like not
believe.
following proper risk management, or we might rush our entries even though if the market is not giving you any entries, we'll rush our trades. So if you're making losses, it's purely on us. No need to blame the market, nothing. So most people are good at technicals. Most people, almost 80-90%, they're good at technicals. The only part that people lack is psychology.
I believe that. I believe that, Bruce. You know, the funny thing about this is that I've personally met a lot of traders that are very good technical wise. In fact, me myself, most times I cut losses is because I failed to do one thing that is in my principle that I just ignored. And I've come to understand that a lot of traders kind of how will I put this? A lot of traders kind of ignore the little things that matters in trading and focus more on the bogus thing. They want to perfect their strategy. They want to be the master of the strategy. But then the little things like journaling, the little things like sticking to your rules, they don't tend to do those things. And if you look at it very well, those things are what make traders become very profitable. I believe that also.
The thing
Thank you
is,
for
you
that.
can actually be good at technicals, and the very little things will just mess up your plan. Or like psychology is so key because, say for instance, most of my losses
Yeah,
these days, like after having an edge, most of my losses, if I go back to review them, it's probably I ignored the higher time frame narrative. Maybe
something.
I was trading against the trend, and then that way it's just going to go in your way a little, and then it reverses back. And this kind of thing, if you are not honest with your review when you're reviewing, and then you go back and you accept the loss, you just end up blaming your strategy, and next thing you want to change your strategy, or you want to learn
True.
something new. The very little things actually affect your P&L. Personally, I
True.
like to wait for
True.
H4 close anyway before I take my trade or before I frame my buyers. I want the H4 to close because sometimes you just see a candle, it's like an impulsive candle, and then it closes as a pin bar, and then it closes as a pin bar. The rate at which the H4 candle can change, the while it is still on and the closing, the difference can be very, very hilarious. You just be like, I thought this level was breaking, but it's a lie. It's closing as a rejection pin bar. That's why I like to wait for H4 close
Hmm.
before taking my trade. If I ever go below H4, it's that I'm looking for entries, not framing buyers. I'm actually looking for entries. So I frame my buyers from weekly, daily, and H4.
What time frame do you enter trade, Omotayo?
Mostly 15 minutes. Mostly 15 minutes. But I only go to lower time frame after I framed, okay, I want to buy or I want to sell. Not like I'm looking for my buyer from M15. No. So I could pick it. I already have the level. So when I identify a level I want to trade from, I set my alert. So once my alert rings and my trading view alert goes on, I go to my chart and then I check and wait for my entry confirmation, which is mostly it could be M15, it could be M30. I on lower
Okay. Right now, I personally on gold.
I
I'm
already
not seeing anywhere to enter
have the
from my
level
own end.
I want to trade.
All right. Okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Omotayo. Right now on gold, I don't have any entry from my own end. I missed my entry around 12 noon after West African time, but right now there's no entry from my end. So I'm still open. I'm waiting on market. Probably there's possibly a pullback that can give me a possible entry. Rich, I have a question for you actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can ask. How do you kind of cope? Because I pick my entry like I said on 15 minutes or 30 minutes. How do you cope with the 1 minute uh, time frame and the lower time frame than me.
Like,
I just want to
yeah,
understand that.
fine. Like I was actually good at scalping when I started my trading journey. I started with Indian markets. Like I actually trade options, Indian options. So in an
Okay.
option, like if you want to get into option buying, you have to choose the right strike price. And like I'm not getting into off topic to options and all. Like I'll just give you a small brief. So if you're trading options, and especially if you're an option buyer, you have to scalp. So I'll always look at the in the money charts, and then I'll try to enter the right price in the right pullback to scalp. So because like if you're an option buyer, you have to scalp. You can't hold the trade for a longer time because there will be premium decay. So that is a huge disadvantage for an option trader. So since I always scalp in Indian markets, that applied to forex or US futures also.
Wow.
That makes sense.
Are you in
Uh,
this current gold buy?
I actually traded and
Yeah,
then
he is.
I'm a live trade and I closed the position.
Oh wow.
Wait, I'll just
Do you
show you.
ever go to higher time frames, or you just stay within the lower time frame?
I'll analyze 1 hour time frame to find the bias.
1 hour time
Uh,
frame.
yeah, 1 hour time frame to identify the bias, and then 15 minutes or 5 minutes to get into the trade. Sorry, 15 minutes or 5 minutes to go for the
All right.
confirmation and 1 minute to enter the trade. Or sometimes I'll always use 1 minute to confirm the trade, and I'll also enter in 1 minute time frame itself.
That's good. That's good. Someone asked a question. I think it's very important question actually. So let me read it out. How do I master my psychology? Because after different sections with Paulina, I tend to deviate after one loss. Then he said I can open like 40 positions just to recover my loss, which end up
Uh, yeah,
revaluation.
fine.
Wow.
Uh
Like, are you going to explain? Like, I'll just share one entry.
that's actually
Like,
fun.
people are asking entries and all. Like, I'll just share. If you could have entered like in this level. Okay. So, since gold is bullish, to the person Sandeep Das, like you asked why when to enter, right? So, if the market is bullish, always you need to frame the bias first. And if the market is bullish, always enter at a discounted price. Like, always try to enter at a low level if you are bullish, and also if you're bearish, if you are into sell trade, always enter at higher price. So since gold is bullish, and let's say you're watching the market at around this price, so always try to find a manipulation before getting into the trade. Like, don't enter in the highest point, because always there will be the market. I won't say market makers at all, since it's CFD. So the market will always collect liquidity at highs, and then it will fall. It will retrace back. So in that case, you can find manipulation in the higher levels, and then you can get into the trade. So in this case, either you could have entered, yeah, if you want to enter, you can consider this as a manipulation, or even you can call it as turtle soup and all. And once there is a CASD, you can enter. You could have entered around this level. You can wait for a confirmation candle to close. You can enter here, or either you can enter. Yeah. So once you find a liquidity sweep around this level, you can wait for the confirmation candle, and in the pullback you would have entered, or you can enter in this level. So this will be a perfect entry to get in the trade if you're bullish. Always find the direction first, and also if you're getting into the trade, find DOL. DOL means like drawn liquidity, where the market is going to head. Since the gold is super bullish, and you can expect the highs to take. The market took this high. This was my actual target, and I actually booked my profit. And other than this, I just marked a daily order block. So yeah, so this will be my overall target. That's it. So in simple, if you want to get into buy trade, always enter at lower levels, and also if you want to get into sell trades, enter at higher levels. But before that, frame the bias, identify DOL, then get into the trade. That's it.
More like your confirmation is also based on liquidation. You want to see liquidation before you enter, right?
Yeah, I'll
Or not
always
necessarily
find manipulation.
manipulation.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Now, like
Okay,
if
so I said something earlier. I didn't know if you guys heard me.
What was that?
Hello. I said there was a question here on the chat box. I mean, in the chat box rather. Someone was asking. Let me try and look for the question and read it out for you guys. Okay, so he said, "How do I master my trading? How do I master my psychology? Because after different sections with Paulina, I tend to deviate from one loss." Then he continued, "I can open like 40 positions just to recover my loss, which ends up in valuation." So he's asking, how can he become better psychologically? Because after just one loss, it tends to lose it.
So basically, I think the first problem is this person fails to accept losses. That's the first thing.
Okay.
This person is not doesn't have a probability mindset, because if you know that, if you've accepted the fact that this trade might actually go into loss, you don't get to revenge trade that hard. 40 positions, that's a lot. Also, the next thing is this person clearly doesn't have a trade plan, or even if you do have a trade plan and you followed it the first time, it's indiscipline to revenge trade that hard. Because if, because you took a loss, you decide to open 40 positions next, you're not just breaking your plan. You are also you are also doing yourself a lot of harm. Like, now, now one solution is journaling. Journaling could actually help, because you can't be doing these things over and over again, and then you have still not fixed it. Why have you not fixed it? If you get to pay attention, if you already know this is a problem, you acknowledge this as a problem, you need to fix it. Now you admit it in your journal. Like, it's not enough to just keep the problem mental. This is a problem you need to fix. Now you want to document it. You don't need to share, right? If you already know what your problem is, you journal it. Now, how do you improve it after journaling it? You have a trade plan. Now, if you don't have an edge, you can't have a trade plan.
I believe.
Before you can have a trade plan, you must have an edge, because if you don't have an edge, and you follow your trade plan, you still not be profitable. If you are consistent and you are disciplined and you are patient in doing what does not work, you are never going to get the result of what works, just because you are disciplined and you are patient. So that's not how it works. So if you don't have an edge, that could be the problem too. But if you think you have an edge, it's not even a matter of thinking. You have to be sure you have an edge. So if you're sure you have an edge, then you should have a trade plan next. How many trades do I want to take in a day? How many losses can I take in a day without losing my mental, like, without messing up my psychology? If it's two losses you can take in a day, now what's the maximum amount you can lose in a day? You divide it into two. That's how you accept your loss before you even take the trade. So the moment you accept your loss, you already have a probability mindset. I might lose this trade. If I lose this trade, I'll take another one. If I take this other one and then I lose this other one, I'm done for the day. It's okay to have a losing day, so long as you've not lost more than you planned to lose. But if you don't even have a plan, that's how you just do anyhow. Like, you just tend to, like, let your emotions control you. Controlling your emotions is difficult, and trust me, everybody has emotions to deal with. It doesn't matter how good you are. Even if you have an edge, you still feel the emotions. The only difference between you and the profitable trader, is that the profitable trader is able to control their emotions, right? We all have the emotions. You can't take it out of trading, because it's not easy to lose money. So those are the things you can do. But if you don't have an edge, that's a much bigger problem. You go back to the drawing board and go find what works. If you don't have what works, there's nothing else you can do that is going to help you. But that's a very big problem. Opening multiple trades to remain trade. That's very terrible. But it can be fixed anyway.
Yeah, I believe it can be fixed also. What do you think about that?
Is Rishi
Can you
there?
hear me?
Chad, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, I said, what do you think about that?
Which one? Like psychology part? Yeah. Like always, you have to
Yeah, the
control
psychology
the
part.
risk,
Yeah.
and if you're, yeah, like not, no one will have 100% accuracy and all. Everyone loss, I'll also make losses and all. The thing is if you're making a loss, either it's better to stay away from the market for a while and then get back, like take some time, take a small break, and you can travel somewhere. Then again you can get back into trading. So emotional control is very important in trading, and it's not that easy. It takes time to master it. And also if you're keeping ourselves disciplined, eating right food, like healthy food, and hitting the gym, or keeping your places clean, that will also help you in like having a good psychology. So yeah, even having your workspace clean is very good. It will help your psychology for sure.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you
audible.
for that.
Yeah.
So are you not checking your order pair today?
Order.
Your order sheet.
Sorry.
Yeah, you said you trade gold and another instrument. I think Nasdaq. I'm not sure if I'm correct.
Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq.
Yeah, I said, are we not checking Nasdaq today? Let's check Nasdaq out today.
Nasdaq. Let's wait for 9:30 a.m. candle. It's better not to trade now. Wait for 9:30 a.m. candle. Yeah, we can find any manipulation. We can get into the trade. As of now, like the momentum is not that good. You'll sign. Uh, it's better wait for 9:30 a.m. candle to get into the trade or to plan trades in Nasdaq. As of now, no trades in Nasdaq. Yeah, no.
That makes sense.
Still, the gold is bullish. If there is any manipulation, we can get into the trade.
Yeah, gold is still very much bullish,
Sorry. Yeah, gold is bullish.
Yeah, still very much. You should be in very good profit right now.
Sorry.
I said you should be in very good profit right now. Gold is still very, very much bullish, as in your trade.
Yeah, I booked the trade. Still, it's moving higher. Like I booked the trade around this level itself. This level.
Yeah, you are still in the trade, yeah?
Sorry.
I said, are you still in the trade?
Are you?
Are
Sorry.
you
Sorry. Couldn't get
still?
you.
Yeah, I'll
Still.
take that
Oh no
again.
no no
Are
no.
you?
Like I booked the. No no. I booked the trade around this level.
All right. That's nice. That's very nice. That's very nice. Someone asked Rishi, Chad, I would like you to answer this actually. He said,
Yeah.
can someone make it by just using PDFs and YouTube videos? Can someone become a pro trader by uh, using PDFs and YouTube videos? Is that possible?
No 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 no. See, the point is theories differs from practical experience. For example, let's say you're learning a concept. Let's take support resistance. Okay, fine. Let's keep this as simple. Your entry model is whenever the market breaks resistance level, getting into the trade, getting into buy trade, and whenever the market is breaking support levels, getting into sell trade. Okay. Now, let's say we are telling this procedure to people. Uh, and what people will do is they'll just blindly follow the procedure. That is actually wrong. The thing is, the people who set this strategy or entry model, they do have experience in this entry model, and they know when to enter and when not to enter. Okay, whenever the market is breaking resistance, even though the procedure says you have to enter, but you have to find the bias. We need to find the bias where the market is about to reach, what is the market overall direction. So these are the things that we have to follow when it comes to getting into the trade. But if you just share a PDF or if you just share an entry model, and if people follow blindly, I won't say that people will get into that strategy or make good profits with it, unless if you have very good experience in the charts, then you can get into it. Like how to mark, how to manage the risk properly. So these are things we have to keep in mind before getting into the trade.
It's not about follow a simple procedure or simple strategy. Strategies won't work unless you don't have any experience with it. If you have it, you have very good experience with the charts, then you can use any strategy, you can get in the trade.
Sure. All right. Someone asked, what point do you start getting profit in your trading career, and what's your daily routine like? Well, for me, it took me a while before I could start seeing results. Honestly speaking, it took me a while. Uh, the daily routine is more like, for me, I just look at, I trade only New York
Okay.
session, right? This period right now, that's what I trade. And I tend to wait a lot for it to happen, for my setup to play out. So if my setup does not play out, I just leave the chart alone. I come back the next day, right? And I've come to understand that it's not just about what you know alone in trading. You could know all the strategy, which is good. You could know your entry point and everything, which is good. But for one to stay disciplined, there must be a set of rules that is guiding you in trading, right? So the most important thing for me is that every single day, I just have to follow my set of rules. Not just the routine. I just have to follow my set of rules every single day. That's just what I do, actually.
Okay.
Are you waiting for another setup? Yeah.
If there is any manipulation, I can enter. But as of now, it's super bullish diet. It's actually in danger to enter at the higher point. It's better wait for a pullback, or if there is any manipulation, we can enter. Or if people want to enter, they can risk very less, and they can enter. And also the prices at daily order block level. It's better we can wait.
I didn't get that actually. Please, can you repeat?
The thing is the gold is super bullish. Okay, so entering at higher level is quite danger. Okay, the risk is huge. So
Yeah.
it's better we can wait for us.
The risk is huge.
It's better we can wait for a very good pullback, and then if the market sweeps is low, and if you find any manipulation, we can enter into the trade.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see. This should have been my entry right here. I don't know if you can see my chart very well here. My entry should have been around that initial pullback, right? That initial pullback it did on 15 minutes. If you can take it to 15-minute time frame.
50 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, 15 minutes. Yeah, that's a little bit of consolidation right there before the this push.
This one.
No, the upper one. The upper one. The upper
This one.
Yeah. Yeah, that one there. that one, the last consolidation region on 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That was where my entry was. My entry is very simple. I use Doji to enter trades.
Okay.
Actually, after determining my directional bias from H4, I just dropped down to H1, M30, then M15.
Okay.
Then I use M15 to determine my entry, most likely M15 or M30, using that Doji.
Okay.
And if you check the chart very well, you see more of take that consolidation zone very well. You see a rally, like a green candle, then a doji, then a green candle.
Okay.
Right. So the doji in here will be my entry position.
So why will you keep a stop
So,
loss?
but then I missed it. My stop loss will just be a bit below that consolidation period.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit below it.
Oh.
Then I gone for 1:3, 1:3, 1:3.5 most of the time.
Oh.
That's
You capture 3.5%.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So most time my 1:3 is around 100 pips, 120 pips.
okay. Okay.
That's just it. Yeah. Because I noticed from studying my results, I noticed I have why I was trying to take a lot of pips, going for a lot of pips. I noticed that most times I might be in very good profit, then market reverses, and then it's my break even. It's me at break even, or it's me at
break even.
Yeah,
or
it's my stop loss.
Fine.
So that can be very painful. I had a time that I was up by about 300 plus pips, and then market just reversed with one or two candles. Boom, hit me out, took me out. I was very pleased. And at a particular point in time, I just had to have this, this sincere conversation with myself. And I decided that, okay, most times I get to that 100 pips, 120 pips, 1:3, 1:2.5, 1:3, then I think I should just stick with it. The most important thing is I have to take money out of the market.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been concentrating.
Booking partials is very important.
Yeah. So right now I'm not trying to chase everything.
Okay.
Just pick the small every day. Come around, pick the small, then go. And anytime I caught 2 losses in a day, that's it for the day. That's it for the day. Yeah, trading can be very interesting because I believe trading is more of self-discovery than it is of any other thing.
Trading is very interesting.
Day,
like it is very interesting. You love to learn it, but still, like once you start experiencing real charts, it's not that easy.
Yeah. It's not. No.
You could have go for buy trade or a quick scalp, but it's quite risky. I'll just go.
Yeah.
Okay, like I'm just using paper trade account. Okay. The spread is too high.
And it's obviously said true that FundingPips has given us one of the biggest leverage right now in the market. And for a good number of people that do not have the capital to trade personal account, I think FundingPips is the biggest leverage we have right now in the market. Honestly speaking, if you hear the number of payouts people are doing, you'll be admitted. Yeah. It's just you buying a $5,000 account can be what we set you free, honestly speaking.
Sorry.
So far you can. No, I'm just saying that for someone just starting, that a $5,000 account with FundingPips can set one free.
Okay.
For life. All you just need to do is take it a step at a time.
Okay.
$5,000, try as much as possible to pass. funded, get withdrawal, which you try and raise your standard up to about 10,000. Then gradually you are building momentum. Before you know it, you are getting each payout. Now I have a friend like that started with just $5,000 account. I think right now is running at on 100K, if I'm not mistaken, 100K account. He
Okay.
just took it one step at a time. It was he did it $5,000. I think got his first withdrawal, got his first face pass, second face pass, got a withdrawal, then used that withdrawal to get a bigger account.
Oh,
And I believe, yeah, it's easier to, honestly speaking, it's easier to make money in trading with prop firms these days than it was in time past.
it takes time. Still, the spread is very bad, even in paper trading account.
Gold still very much bullish.
Yeah, gold is very bullish.
Yeah.
This
Do,
entry is
do you
quite
think,
risky because, like,
yeah, I believe it's very risky to enter now, actually.
I just did a
It's,
paper trade. I actually traded like
do you believe gold is probably going to create a new all-time high?
New York time. We can expect a good
No, no, no,
increase
like
in
all-time high, all-time high. Like gold is going to
all
get
time
to,
high. Like not
yeah,
today. It
not
will
no,
make
no,
for
not
sure.
today. Like I'm just asking generally.
Yeah, it will make for sure.
I believe gold at a particular point in time will probably break that all-time high.
Yeah.
Extremely bullish. It has done over 400 pips today. That's massive.
Now we can. It's better we can change the to break even. Gold is bullish. Gold is super bullish. I trade gold and then Nasdaq. That's it. In very rare scenario, I'll trade JPY. If people want to get into trade, it's better we can wait for some retracement. Entering at high is always risky. It's better we can wait for some retracement and then we can find a manipulation. Then we can enter into trade. Actually, Nasdaq is looking good, but still, like let's wait for 9:30 a.m. candle. It's better we can wait. Yeah, sure. Okay, so I took a gold entry. I'll just share my entry levels, which I took today. So if you find it useful, just practice and then get into the trade. Okay. So I took a trade in gold. My first entry was around this level. So the reason for the entry is actually the gold is bullish. Like you can just look at higher time frame, like 1 hour time frame, and the gold is bullish. And since I am a scalper, I always look for scalping entries. I don't aim for bigger targets. So I usually don't aim for bigger targets. So I'll scalp in every segment, like whether it's gold or Nasdaq or any other segment. I'll always use to scalp in the charts. So for me, like daily bias, weekly bias, and monthly bias is not that much necessary. Like I'll check daily bias or weekly bias or monthly bias to check whether the current market is near to a key level or not. Other than that, like I won't look for higher time frames. So my overall time frame that I use to frame the bias is 1 hour time frame. So 1 hour time frame, the price is super bullish. And if I want to get into the trade, I'll always look for manipulation in lower time frame, and then I'll get into buy entries. So similarly, in gold, yeah. So in gold, the market was super bullish, and then I just waited for a retracement to happen, and then I just marked the support level. So there is a small consolidation over this level, and you can able to see from this side the market made a low, and then a very good consolidation. Again, the market made a high, and then a strong displacement on the downside. So after this displacement, look at this. So after this very strong red candle, you can able to see a green candle took over this red candle. So we'll be calling it as CAST, change in state of delivery in terms of ICT concepts. So after this confirmation, I'll always look for a retracement. In ICT term, it is called like internal range liquidity, IRL, to enter. So when the market retraces back, I just entered here, and then I targeted this level or this level. Depends on the momentum of the market. So as I said, I'll always scalp the market. I don't look for aim for bigger targets and all. Even though the market went huge, but still it's fine. And I took entry around this level, and the market went higher and it consolidated, and actually it reversed in this in this red candle. I booked losses. So then again I waited. Again there is a manipulation over here. Again the market went up. Again the market went down. So in this case, I just waited for a confirmation to happen, and I exactly took trade once this level being taken out, and I took trade around this level. Yeah, this level, and I targeted, yeah, this one, this high. So this is a very good trade. I captured a very good move in this trade. I closed this trade around this level. So this was my trade in gold today. And people, those who want to enter into gold, again, if you want to enter into the trade, it's better you can wait for some retracement to happen, then we can get into the trade. And one advice I'll give you, those who want to enter into any trades, buy or sell any trades, always look for manipulation, so that your probability of getting or achieving your target will be much higher. So if the if the market is too bullish, wait for a small pullback, wait for a small manipulation around swing lows. You can even consider turtle soup. For example, you could have considered this level or even this level again to get into the trade. If you want to enter, you could have entered around these levels. So if the market wants to move higher, the market should not break this lows. So what happened here, like the market went high, it broke this high, and there's a small consolidation. Again, you can able to see a very good strong displacement candle, and it took this low. And after this, what happened? The market immediately reversed. So you can consider this candle as your manipulation candle, or you can call it as CST, or even you can call it as order block. That's completely fine. Just understand the concept. You don't need to like know the deep technical words and all. So just understand this, and then you can wait for a confirmation candle to form. You can just wait for this candle, and you can enter the next candle itself. This will be a very good trade. Or you can find in this manipulation, the same concept applies here. You could have entered around this level. This will be a very good manipulation, and that's a strong up close candle. Again, you can frame it as order block. And after this, there is a small retracement, right? You could have entered here, or you can wait for a confirmation candle. You can enter here. So these are the possible entries in gold as of today. So as I say, gold is still bullish, but entering at high levels is quite riskier. It's better we can wait for some retracement. Nasdaq is good. US 100 is actually good. Valid. The thing is, like, wait for 9:30 am candle to open, then we can plan our trades. Before getting my first payout, I actually breached around 13 accounts. 13. And I got scammed too, uh, in different platforms. That's it. So those who want to trade Nasdaq, just wait for 9:30 am candle to form, then we can get into the trade. Don't trade reversal entries as of now, Nivas. Gold is bullish. You can go against the bias, but you have to be a scalper. You have to be very good in entries and then exit. That is the most important part. If you are a good scalper, you can go against the bias, or else don't never go against the bias. Just wait for some deep retracement, then you can get into the buy trade. I started my trading journey in 2021 during college final year. So that's where I started, and I started in Indian markets. See, if your winning ratio is above 65%, then you're too good than me. My accuracy is not 65% at all. It would be around like 60%. That's it. If you're still failing challenges after having an accuracy of 65%, you need to go with you have to refine your risk management, how you're following your risk management. That's what matters. I think so. It's not about your accuracy. Your accuracy is too good. I don't know whether like just look at the payouts of like very big traders, those who got $100,000 or $1 million payout and all. their accuracy will be around 40% or 45%. That's it. So it's not about your accuracy. It's better you have to refine your risk management and then get into the trade. Obviously, like I failed 13 challenges, man, before getting my first payout. So 3 challenges, it's completely fine. Hi, Jones, bro. My overall payout is 27,500. I took out around $27,500 with funding pips. 13. Funding journey. It was back 2 years ago, I think so. Yeah. Actually, when I started, like if I come to know about profums and all, like I would have never entered into brokers. Brokers are nightmares if you're a complete beginner. Always go with profums because the risk is very minimal. Let's say uh, you are okay. Let's say you want to get into trading, and the minimal challenge account fee for a $5,000 account, it comes below $50, I think so. So even if you lose that account, even if you lose that money, it won't affect you financially in any case. But if you get into brokers, it is your money, it is your deposit, it's your hard-earned money, and also the brokers will be like giving you big leverages like 1000x leverage and all they'll give you. So obviously you'll risk more. You'll use that leverage to make huge profits. That's pure greed. So if you are lucky, you might make money, or else your account will be completely off. So just start with profits. Go with small. Like you don't need to get into bigger accounts at all. Just start very small. And even if you lose that account, just journal and rectify your mistakes. Try again. So this is how you can start your trading journey. Yeah, I tried ICT, Azim.
Chad, how you doing?
Yeah, it's doing good.
Well done.
Yeah, I'm Tamil. From Tamil Nadu.
Thanks, Paulina. Thanks. So someone said you paid about 14 accounts. For me, I think I filled more than 20 accounts before I got my first withdrawal. So you just have to keep pushing until success.
What tools, platforms, or resources do you rely on? Mm, I don't use indicators uh, personally, but I like if you want to go with indicators, that's completely fine. Wally, just wait, man. Like, just wait for 15, 17 more minutes. Just wait for 9:30 a.m. candle to form. Then we can go with the charts. Till then, don't enter into the trade. Just wait for New York session opening.
The guy I said I breached 14 accounts. Uh, reason overtrade, my win rate is 50. But if you've reached 14 accounts, I think it's high time you probably sit down with yourself and have a very strong discussion with yourself. And you said your win rate is 50, right? How about you sit down and why are you using all this account? Because that was exactly what I did with mine. Like I said earlier on, for me before I got my first payout, I lost about 20 prop accounts across different crops, right? And at a particular point in time, I just had to sit down with myself. Like, okay, what's the reason why I was losing this account? So after having that self-reflection, I was able to list some things out. And what I just did was try to avoid those things I listed out in my on my next account. So you can actually try that for yourself. If you have a 50% win rate and you say you are over trading, how about you reduce the number of trades you pick every day? That can help also. I hope that makes sense.
67% win rate is too good. So just follow proper risk management. You will be making very good money.
Yeah.
I used to trade in 1 minute time frame, Raju.
You should be flying with 67% win rate, honestly speaking. You should be flying 67% win rate.
Yeah. I'll look for a retracement to happen in gold. If possible, we can scalp some sell entries. Let's see. It depends on you, Dave. Like Funding Pips Zero, sorry, Funding Pips Pro is having like lesser drawdown, like overall drawdown is 6% and daily drawdown is 3%. And if you want to go with Funding Pips two step, overall drawdown is 10% and daily drawdown is 5%. So it depends on you. If you can trade with lesser drawdown, you can go with Funding Pips Pro, or if you want more drawdown, you can go with Funding Pips two step. I use 1 hour time frame to start top down analysis, Umar.
That's nice. I start with 4 hours, though. For my own end, I start with 4 hours and I break it
Oh,
down to 50.
yeah, yeah,
You said you do scalping, so 1 hour is good, down to one minute. That's very
yeah,
good.
ex- exactly.
Yeah. So it actually depends on you and your method, right?
Yeah, it depends on you. It depends on us.
Yeah, it's normal to see more entries on lower time frames than higher time frame. Higher time frame should be for your analysis to determine your directional bias, and then lower time frame should be your entry. You should be looking for your entry positions on lower time frame. So it's normal for you to see entry positions more on lower time frame than higher time frame.
Yeah. Do you think gold is currently reacting from a valid array to scalp some short-term shorts, or shorts just a time and entry pattern type? We can look for shorts to scalp. Like the bias is overall bullish, but still, like the market gave you a very good rally, so we can scalp some downside move. But let's see. Let's wait for confirmation. But taking entries at highs is very risky. Don't do that. Just wait for a very good retracement, then we can plan buy trades. Entries at highs is very risk, even though the market might give you a very good movement on the high side, but entries at highs is always risky. High obstacle explorer. It won't fall 5% and all that. That's impossible.
I don't believe God will fall. I think God is still bullish actually. It might do some retracement, but
Yeah,
it's still
it's
very much
bullish, but
bullish.
still, like I'm expecting a retracement. If that happens, that's a very good sign to go for buy trades.
Buy
Or if
trades,
you're a
yeah.
scalper, we can short some.
It probably will do a retracement then continue the buy. So that's what I'm also
Yeah,
waiting for and what I'm expecting.
yeah, exactly. You can ask trading related questions, Raju. Still 10 more minutes. Yeah, it's a game of probability. So who got payouts with funding pips? Anyone?
How to say?
Prasad, see, the concepts that you are going to use in any segments, whether it is index or forex or Indian stocks or cryptos or commodities, it's same. Okay, the thing is like ICT actually applied his concepts in index. That's it. You can use the same concepts with forex also. Everything works. The thing is like just experience the charts and know the basics of the segment. Like if you're getting into forex, just know how forex works, what is CFT, and how the pairs works, and know about pip calculation and all. Then you can use the same concept in forex also. Concepts are same. The thing is like you need to know the basics about what segments you're going to trade.
Sure. What instrument do I trade? I trade gold actually. For the person asking, I trade gold only. Uh,
My capital 100k. Back testing, forward testing is more effective than back testing. It's better you can go with a very small minimal challenge account to forward test so that you also gain experience from the charts. Back testing is fine, but still you don't know how your emotions works in the charts. So it's better go with forward testing.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah. I'm waiting for a retracement
Absolutely
to
right.
happen, or if possible, I'll scalp some sell entries. That's what I'm waiting. Yeah, you can trade New York PM session also.
I trade mostly in New York
New
actually.
York, yeah.
For me.
I'll also scalp in London. Yeah, NQ is bullish, but still like wait for 6 more minutes. Then we can plan buy trades in NQ.
Lesson for beginners. I don't know. It all depends on what you are looking for. But I would say, if I was to get started with trading again, I would say uh, I just need to understand what it means to be disciplined. I think that's the biggest issues a lot of traders in the market. Yeah, you want to learn different strategies, which are all good, but staying disciplined is one thing a lot of us fail to
Yeah,
do.
that's it.
Staying disciplined in, yeah, internally your trade, in sticking to the plan, in sticking to the rules. I think that's the most difficult thing, right? And that's just all I would do if I'm to start over again. I will learn how to be disciplined.
So like I'm planning to go for sales to scalp some points with very minimal stop loss. And I'm using like paper trading right now with trading you. Shit.
So someone asked, what is your risk management? How do you scale your account? What made you consistent? What was your approach when? Okay, I think he's asking you, Chad. He's asking you this question
Yeah.
because I don't trade ICT. Yeah, so
See, ICT is somewhat highly technical than normal retail concepts, support distance or indicators. But every concepts will work. Like whether you're trading ICT or retail concepts or indicators, everything will work. But the thing is, psychology plays the most important part. But also when it comes to technicals, I like there are some disadvantages in ICT concepts too. For example, like people will complicate too much when it comes to taking entries, and also you can relate ICT concepts with retail concepts also. I don't know whether you know about patterns like double top and double bottom. So these patterns are very like very familiar one, very famous patterns, double top and double bottom. Now, when it comes to double bottom, you can actually relate double top with a bearish breaker block. Also, you can relate a double bottom with a bullish breaker block. So you can actually align ICT concepts as well as retail concepts in some cases. But I prefer ICT concepts because of time-based models and sniper entries, uh, like turtle soup or turtle soup entries and all. In ICT, it will be very good. And time-based models is very good in ICT concepts. Like you can trade 90 time candle, you can trade PO3, you can trade silver bullet, you can trade macros. So these are the key elements when it comes to ICT concepts. But still, always prefer bias before getting into the trade. And also, like, don't watch all the videos when it comes to ICT. Just stop at some point, because you'll make your entry model too complicated if you watch all the whole videos.
Okay, so someone said there is nothing special about ICT. I think you are funny, and I wouldn't say you are not right and you are wrong. But one thing I want you to understand is that a strategy works if the person that is using that strategy works. So no strategy works if that person is not working. That's you have to put that at the back of your mind. So ICT, SMC, everything works depending on the person using the strategy. You understand? And I have a good number of, in fact, a lot of my friends, trader friends, are ICT traders, and they are making good money from the market. It works because they are using it properly and they know how to make it work. So it is your job to know how to make whatever strategy you are using work. Like me, I don't use the ICT, but I learn my strategy. I have to sit down with it for a very long time until I discover what works in it. So it's your job to make your
Yeah,
strategies work.
ICT is not mandatory.
Right.
The thing is, like,
It's not.
you have to follow which works for you. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to short for a scalp. Let's see.
Oh, you're shooting. You're stopping good right
Yeah, I don't know why it's
right
not
now.
executed. Even paper trading account is having very good, very high spread.
I hope all of you guys are trading with FundingPips. Right. I hope all of you guys in the comment section, you guys that are watching us are trading with FundingPips. And I hope you have a registered account with FundingPips.
My target point, it depends on the momentum. First, we'll wait for this level to hit, and then we can scalp this levels or this levels. Let's see. Actually, my entry is around this level, like due to spread, like it executed at this level. Okay, so if the momentum stays good, like we can expect these levels, or else that might be manipulation around this level, and the market might reverse on the higher side too. Okay, let's target these levels, and I'm going to use 15 seconds chart to trail my stop loss. Let's see. I'm not going to risk much higher in this trade. If the candle closes above this level, I'll just close the trade. Let's see. And if this stays as a manipulation, you can go for buy and you can capture this level. Yeah, it's better we can close the trade. Yeah, look at this. This is why I told wait for 9:18 candle.
Were you able to get
Someone
an entry?
asked in Nasdaq.
Get an entry.
Entry in Nasdaq. No, like let's wait for a retracement. Entering at highs is very
Oh,
risky.
All right. Okay.
Gold is looking good, but still, I'm expecting a good retracement on the downside. Let's see. I just shorted around this level and then I closed it around break even levels. If the momentum stays good, we can expect these levels to hit. But still, this whole red candle is a manipulation now. Yeah, long is actually good. Can expect this level easily. But still, we need a good closure. Let's see. I'm expecting a short selling opportunity to scalp some points. But let's see. Yeah, gold is bullish, super bullish.
What is bullish? Still bullish. But generally speaking, on 50 minutes, I'm still expecting that retracement. Chad, Chad, can you hear me?
Hmm. Yeah, I can hear you.
Someone said you are typing like a programmer. Did you see that comment?
Uh, no. You can easily take these highs. Let's see. If someone is a ICT trader, this is a turtle soup. A very good turtle soup in 5 minutes time frame.
What trade? What trade did you lose?
This one, did you took this trade?
Oh, okay.
CRT. You have to wait for a sweep around this level, then you can get CRT high. The thing is, Prasad, like, see, mm, core concepts. There is a playlist in ICT playlist, like it's core concepts. Watch the first video. It's the element of a trade setup. So in that, the price delivers in 4 stages. So if there is an like consolidation to expansion, and after expansion, there are two possibilities. One is the market will reverse and the next one is the market will retrace back, and then again the market will expand. So after expansion, there are two possibilities, right? It purely depends on bias. So if the market bias is bullish, and let's say the market is expanding on the higher side, so in that case, you can expect a retracement, and then the market might expect like expand again on the higher side. So this is one case. And if the market bias is bearish, and if the market is expanding on the higher side, in that case, you can expect a reversal on the downside. So what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't mean that the market will reverse after taking Asian session highs or lows. Okay, so if the market bias is bullish, and if the market takes Asian session, the market won't reverse because it will give you a small retracement, and then again the market will expand further on the high side. So it depends on bias. And then, like, even though let's say the market broke Asian highs, and then the market gave you a structure shift MSS. So the MSS that you're considering is not actually MSS, because it might act as a turtle soup also if the bias is still bullish. So we can expect a liquidity sweep in those lows, which are considering MSS, right? That those MSS are not actually MSS if the bias is still bullish, if the market takes Asian session highs. So it depends on the bias. Watch core concepts. That's it. Watch core concepts, Dheeraj. Core concepts.
My favorite trading section is New York. I trade New York most of the time.
How many trades? Depends on the market. Shub. Yeah, depends on the market. But maximum three. Three is good with me. Maximum. My favorite session. My favorite session is sometimes I'll trade London also, but you'll get a very good entry during New York's. Those are in long, you can still hold the trade. It's actually good. And trail your stop loss.
Anything special about the pair you trade that I've noticed about the pair I trade? Well, I noticed that gold moves in three sections, uh, but most importantly in New York section. So what I do is I trade New York personally, uh, but gold moves also in London section, especially in London Open, New York Open, and then is it Tokyo Open also? But I call it Asian Open. That's if you're in Africa, or let me say London time around 1 a.m. In the middle of the night, London time, around 7 to 8 London time, 8 a.m., then around 1 to 1:30 to 2:30 uh, London time. So those period I kind of sit down with my chart, look for possible setup and pick trade. Yeah. So that's how I trade personally. But most importantly, New York is my favorite because in New York session, that's where we have most of USD news. Name most news. You have it in New York session.
Yeah.
So that volatility is very important.
Watch core concepts Dheeraj and then start watching 2020-22 mentorship. All right. Is there any doubt? We can wrap up the session.
Yeah, we good.
Took one scalp entry on this level and actually it hits break even. That's completely fine.
Goes still very much bullish.
Yeah. How to improve trading psychology like being disciplined? Just keep your personal life clean, organized. That will reflect in trading.
Like I said, I focus on gold, so I don't have any other pair. Chart trades both gold and Nasdaq, so
Sorry.
I believe both of them. You know, most things I see on gold, I see probably on a lot of other pairs also. Just that the volatility of gold can be very crazy, and then if you are to compare,
Uh,
they're both have
I
very
couldn't
huge
get you,
losses.
Dipo. I couldn't get you.
Can you
Like
hear
your
me?
voice is breaking.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I was just trying to reply the question on the chat box. Nothing more.
Yeah, I'm trying to reply it.
Yeah.
Could you talk about the different supposition of the pairs you decide to focus on? See, when it comes to like, I can't understand the question completely, chart messenger. I don't know whether you're asking about pairs and all, but if you're about to start trading in forex, just focus on major currency pairs like Euro USD, JP USD. You can focus on those major currencies than exotic pairs. Yeah. Can we wrap up, Dipo? Can we wrap up the session?
What do you say?
Can we end the session?
Yeah, we good.
Yeah.
Thank you so
So
much,
any other
chat.
doubts? Yeah. Thank you.
It's been a great one. Thank you, everybody. We love you. Don't forget to trade with FundingPips, and don't forget to subscribe. If you've not subscribed to Trading Officials, please do that.
Yeah. Thank you.